If you guys are looking for a cheap and reliable place to get your FIFA Ultimate Team coins, check the link in the description and use the code ITANI to get 5% off. Alright, so we are on the verge of the FIFA 18 release day. We are so close. Some preparations need to be made, but I am going to be advising you on some of the mistakes I made in FIFA 17 and try and let you guys know that you shouldn't try and do anything like this in FIFA 18. So there's a couple of mistakes I made in FIFA 17 that I want to pass on to you guys, some tips, and hopefully you guys have a better club by the end of FIFA 18 if you follow these instructions. Now, first of all, make sure you check out G2A. Link will be in the description if you're looking to buy PSN cards, Microsoft points, or cheap PC games. Right now, they have some of the cheapest offers if you're trying to buy FIFA points. I'm getting prepared from that website right now as well. Make sure you use the code ITANI to get a little discount. Now, the first mistake and the biggest mistake I think me and a lot of people made in FIFA 17 is SBCs. This is the biggest mistake and the money, well, I think you could call it the coin destroyer. The market is so up and down just because of SBCs. Now, SBCs are so fun to do, but at the same time, you don't need to do all of them. So the biggest mistake I made is doing so many SBCs, especially the player ones. The player ones were the worst because well, let me just show you my club. I am stuck with so many untradables, and sometimes I feel like if I never did all these SBCs, I could still have some coins to try out different squads, you know. But because I wasted so many coins on SBCs, I'm left with so many players I don't really want to use anymore because I'm bored. But I can't do much. I can't do anything about it because, you know, like, you can't sell them, you can't do anything. It's disappointing. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of these players are so good, but you get bored. You get bored, you want to try out different teams, and that's the best thing about tradable cards. You just sell them off and try out a different squad. And especially in the summer, you just want to keep rotating squads. And because I'm stuck with the same players, it's so hard to carry on playing with these special cards, you know? Alright, so my second biggest mistake is spending coins on packs. Never do this because, oh my god, it just never works out. It just never works out. The odds on packing a good player are so low, there is no point bothering, especially if you're trying to use your coins. You work so hard to trade, you work so hard to make these coins in the game, you play so many matches, you could use them on consumables, you could use them on upgrading your team, you could use them on making a new squad or a fitness squad alongside your main squad, but never use them to open packs. That is the biggest mistake you could ever make. On Black Friday, was it no, the Christmas packs, the Christmas promo packs, I spent so much on them promo packs that I regret so much because I lost, I think, a legend. Like, I could have bought a big legend with the coins I spent on opening those crappy packs, and I had not much to show for it. I think out of 1.5 million coins, I pack one legend that goes for around 200–300k. What is the point of that, you know? So that's my biggest mistake. Never doing that ever again. I'm making sure anytime there is packs, I'm going to open them with FIFA points. Never am I touching packs with coins, because every time I do, I'm like, oh, I lost 100k on this pack. Let me just open another one. Maybe I'm hoping that I can make my money back. Nope, didn't make my money back. Let me open another one with 100k, and it just keeps going until I lose all my coins, or lose a lot of them. And again, make sure you spend everything on your coins on everything except opening packs. Opening packs is the biggest robbery in this game. Only use them if you're gonna open packs if you're gonna use FIFA points. The next biggest mistake I made is 1-2 watches. Investing in 1-2 watches. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, and you have to be so careful when it comes to 1-2 watches. There is a lot of money to be made, there is a lot of money to be lost. Now, 1-2 watches this year are actually going to be better because EA confirmed that they ain't going to be only upgraded by informs, so maybe Man of the Matches will upgrade them as well. But that is a big plus for 1-2 watches. Now, the biggest mistake I made is, say I pack a Conte, which I did. I sold him for like 200k. A month later, he was like 500k or something. I was like, oh my god, what did I do? I buy Milik at the beginning of the year because I knew he was going to score so many goals. gets injured. He becomes like he's worth nothing. That is one of the biggest mistakes I've made. Just want-to-watches are so hard to invest in because you don't know what's going to happen. Now, if you have really good football knowledge, that's going to help you a lot, because knowing which players to invest in because they're good in real life, and someone like Mane, obviously he's not going to have a want-to-watch card, but he was one of the best investments you can make for want-to-watches. He went up in price so much throughout FIFA 17, it was crazy. And he's actually really good in FIFA 17, so Kante's another one. That card went up so much as well. Just everything about the want-to-watches, like Higuain. The thing is, he was scoring so many goals. His price increased by a lot, but then it went down so much when he got I think his Team of the Season card, or when so many people thought of the same idea of holding on to so many want-to-watches Higuain, and then when his price went up, everyone dumped them on the market, and it killed his price instead of increasing it. So make sure you don't hold don't get too greedy basically with some of the want-to-watch cards. It doesn't make sense because everyone is thinking of the same idea, and when everyone dumps the same card onto the market, it makes its price down than it originally is. So that is one of the biggest mistakes I made as well. Want-to-watches, they can be very good, they can be very bad. You're gonna have to play your cards right when it comes to want-to-watches. But this year in FIFA 18, I think it's easier to invest in them because there is more chance of them being upgraded, with EA confirming that not only informs upgrade want-to-watches. The next biggest mistake I made is holding on to too many players at the same time. This is a big mistake, even though if you want a stack club, it's really nice, but I would say just stick to one team and keep changing it rather than having so many players at the same time. Having so many players at the same time can work in both ways. They could all go up at the same time or go down. Now, when the market crashes, your whole club goes down in price, and especially if you have extra cards in your club that you barely use, and they crash down in price, you're going to lose so much coins. But at the same time, say if you only have 11 players in your club that only go down in price, you're not going to lose as much. But then again, it could work the other way. Imagine you have extra players in your club and they go up in price. Now, I'd rather take the risk of not having extra players in my club and not losing as much coins. Because coins, as you guys know, is probably the best thing to have in the game. Not assets. Coins are more important because you could do so much with them other than, oh, this player is going down in price. It doesn't matter because you have the coins. You could invest in the player when they go down and you could sell them later on when they go up. But if you have the player already and the market crashes, your coins are going down slowly and slowly. And all the investments you've made, all the trading you've done could go just like that. Because EA decide when the market should crash. With some of the SBCs they have planned this year, I could see the market crashing like no other year. So make sure you're prepared for those kind of things. Those are the things that I made. Those are the mistakes I made in FIFA 17. I thought I'd advise you before FIFA 18 comes out, because we're so close to FIFA 18. I could feel it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know some of the mistakes you guys made in the comment section below. It will be interesting to see if they're any different to me. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you have a very nice day. Oh, before I end this video, I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek, if you're still watching, of how I've not used some of these SBC players and why it's a mistake. Take for instance Willian. Look at that. Like, why did I even do that? You know? Even though he's a great card, he's probably like, I've used a non-inform, but I've never used a winger's formation. So why did I even do this, Willian? Again, goes back to my point. Why did I do SBCs? Why I saw myself not even using the player. So these are the kind of wrong decisions I wanted to show you guys. Look at this, Douglas Costa, right at the start of the year, did his SBC, never used him. Who else is there? Have I used this Dembele? Three matches, 3 goals again with winger formations. Never used it. If you watch my videos, I've always used the 4-3-1-2. Have I used this Dembele? Never used the want-to-watch Dembele, but I packed him, so really can't say anything about that. Who else is there? Do I have any more cards that I haven't seen myself using? This Bellerin, have I used him? 5 matches, that's it. 5 matches for this Bellerin. Like, what's the point? I could have I think I've seen myself use Kyle Walker all the time. He's better than Bellerin in my opinion in this game. Sterling, I think I still didn't use him much. Look at that. 3 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. Again, this Sterling, what's the point of using him what's the point of doing his SBC if I'm not going to use him much? So let me show you another prime example of FIFA 18, what I don't want to do. Cavani. Look at those stats. Looks insane. Never used him. Why did I not use him? Why did I do this SBC? God knows. Just saw his card, looks good. When I did it, I was like, I don't want to play with a League 1 team. And I never used him again. So, FIFA 18, this just basically backs up my point that I told you at the beginning of the video. Don't do SBCs that you could see yourself not using the players for. And after you do them, they're stuck in your club forever, and you can't do much with them. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Again, so it's just a little sneak peek to back up my point at the beginning of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you have a very nice day.